ITC 111. Good morning. So as you can see, little different camera angle than before. I'm trying it this way just to change things up, and you can see my office with all my toys that I like to mess around with. So today we are going to show you how to do a multi-page B3. You're going to do a B3 that's 2 pages long. Okay, so the assignment is straightforward. You're going to be given a CCI, some extra information, and 2 pages of a B3. Okay, and you're going to be given a chapter of the Customs Tariff, chapter 73, I believe, and you are going to do a B3, a multi-page B3. Okay, so let's get started. So here is your Canada Customs invoice. The shipment, the vendor, the person selling the goods, is Dishpa Incorporated, Nashville, Tennessee. Consigned to Starboard Warehousing in Ottawa, and the purchaser is LS Lowry in Toronto. Tell you how it gets here, terms, it's in US dollars, and you've got 2 items here. Okay, you've got stainless steel oval trays, this HS number, and you've got stainless steel kitchen sinks, which is this HS number. Now, these are both country of origin UTX. Country of origin UTX, that means United States, Texas. The difference between the two is this one has no CUSMA certificate of origin. A shipment coming from the United States in order to use the Canada-US-Mexico agreement needs a certificate of origin. If the certificate of origin is not there, you can't use CUSMA, so therefore use most favored nation. Okay, this one here has a CUSMA certificate of origin on file, so this particular one is going to be a different tariff treatment. It is going to be the U.S. tariff. Okay, and that means we have to do 2-page B3. Okay, got the other information down here where the exporter is, net gross weight, and the value. Okay, so you also have some additional information. And additional information tells you about the shipment, tells you that the shipment has arrived at Laval, Quebec. Okay, and that the U.S. port of exit is Rouse's Point, New York. Now, you need this information because on the B3 you have to fill it out, and on the B3 you need to put the office number, and the office is Laval, Quebec. So where do you get that information? You go to our booklet, Importing Commercial Goods into Canada. You go down to CBS Office by Region, you go to Quebec, and you find Laval, and you put the number down. Okay, bear with me here. The other piece of information you need is the U.S. port of exit. Okay, which is right here, Champlain-Rouse's Point, New York. Again, we go to the same booklet, and we go to the U.S. Port of Exit Codes appendix, okay, which is down here. Okay, and you need to look up, and I've forgotten what it was, Champlain-Rouse's Point, I should say. So we look up Champlain, and there it is on the listed, and it has the port number, the U.S. Port of Exit codes here. Okay. All right. So a few things to remember. You got to fill out the B3. It's going to be a 2-page B3. Okay. The first page, and I don't know if the software is going to tell you this, but I've even labeled the file names subheader B3 subheader number 1 and B3 subheader number 2, so you know you've got to use both. Fields 1 to 9 you'll only complete on the first page. Okay. the declaration in fields 43 to 51, you will only complete on the last page. So on the first page, this is going to be blank. This is going to be completed. And on the second page, this is going to be blank. And this is going to be completed. Okay? So when you complete the B3, make sure the first page is going to be subheader number 1, and you're going to put all the information in that you need to put in. Okay? And this is going to be line number 1 when you fill in all the information. But when you go to the second page is going to be subheader number 2. Okay? And the next line is going to be line 2. Okay, don't make this line 1. You never repeat a subheader number and never repeat a line number. So you can't have 2 line number 1s. So the first page is going to be 1 and 1. The second page is going to be 2 and 2. The difference between the 2 subheaders is going to be in this field here, tariff treatment. Because the first item is there's no special certificates on file, so it has to be most favored nation. The second item has a special certificate on file, and therefore we're going to use what's called U.S. tariff. Okay, so on the second page of the B3, you're going to put something different in here. You're going to put a different tariff treatment number. Where do you get those tariff treatment numbers? Easy. You go to your book and you go to field number 14, okay, and you look up United States tariff right there. Okay, so the number is right there, and most favored nation, the number is there as well. Okay, so just look up U.S. tariff and put the number there. How do I tell the duty rate? Well, on the Canada Customs invoice, you have the HS number. It's 7323939090 and 7324100010. We learned in the lesson last week that the first 2 digits of an HS number is the chapter. The first 2 digits of these HS numbers is the same, 73. So you go to chapter 73 of the Customs Tariff. And I've given you chapter 73 of the Customs Tariff along with the information about the assignment. You look up the HS number. Okay, so let's look up the first HS number. We've got to find it. Got to find the CCI first. So it's 732393 7323 93 90 90. So 7323 7323 93 90 90. Now it's tricky. It flips to the other page. Okay, it flips to the other page. So even though this one's listed here, the duty rate is up here. Okay, and it's listed here. It has a different unit of measure. So make sure you get the unit of measure code and the duty from the customs tariff. Your other HS number is 7324100010. Again, you just keep going, find 7324100010, and it gives you the unit of measure, okay, and gives you the duty rate. But it also gives you the preferential duty rates. And remember, this one's not going to be most favored nation. It's going to be a preferential duty rate. So you got to find the the duty rate in here. So there you have it. So just a couple of things I want to kind of remind you. Okay, fields 1 to 9, first page only. The declaration in fields 43 to 51, last page only. Okay, if you can do that, you're good to go. Because if you make 1 or 2 mistakes everywhere else, you're going to get a good mark. But if you do that, if you fill in those 2 fields, those fields 1 to 9 on the second page, and declaration in 43 and 51 on the first page, they're going to be wrong. I have to mark every single field you fill out wrong. Okay, so just be careful about that. Another thing to mention is the CCI that you see on the screen in the assignment explanation video is a little different than the one that you get with the assignment. It's just one line has been added, and that's so that you can able to do the assignment properly. So I had to make that little alteration. I noticed it as I was making the video. So don't despair. Use don't use the video or the CCI you see on the video. Use the CCI that comes with the assignment. Okay, because you'll be able to do the B3 properly. So this, you guys did so well in the last B3, so I'm really looking forward to see how you guys do on this one. I think everybody's going to do fine. It's pretty straightforward. Use that book, How to Complete the B3, to your advantage. If you don't know how to fill out a field, look up that field number in the book and it tells you what to do. And if you still have problems, contact me and I'll help you out best I can. Okay, because this is kind of similar to the B3 you're going to have to complete during the final exam assignment. As a matter of fact, this is a final exam assignment from a couple of semesters ago, so it's a good test. So do your best, and if you have any questions, let me know. We'll see you next week.